Today on App Judgment, we're taking a look at my top 5 iPad apps. 5 or so. Maybe more. Who's counting?
This episode of App Judgment is brought to you by Squarespace.
Welcome to App Judgment, Revision 3's mobile phone application review show. I'm Mauricio Balvanera. Now, I should say sort of mobile. Filtered Reality brings up a good point on our forums. He writes, "Is it just me, or does anybody else think the iPad should not be discussed? Yeah, it does have apps, but when I think of App Judgment, I think of iPhone, iPod Touch, Android, and so on. In other words, portability. Because isn't the iPad trying to compete more with netbooks than the iPhone?" Well, I say the iPad applies to our reviews, and I'll keep my reasoning short with the help of our resident Android lover, Brett Putman.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Hey, Brett, tell me, what do you see here?
It's an overpriced iPod Touch.
Awesome. Okay. What do you see here?
A laptop.
One more thing. Does this iPad in my portable man purse make my butt look big?
Yes, it does.
Great. Thanks, Brett.
No problem, Mauricio.
There you have it, folks. Not a laptop and portable, which means we're going to keep rocking these iPad reviews, beginning with my top 5 iPad apps for the month of April 2010, starting off with social network apps. Now, there's no native Facebook, Flickr, FriendFeed, or Friendster app out yet.
Friendster?
Friendster.
Friendster.
That's really weird.
Anyway, this of course leaves us with Twitter. TweetDeck is the talk of the town. It's beautiful, it's free and all columnized and stuff, and buggy as hell. Long load times, unresponsive scrolling, and a wasteful vertical user interface makes me very sad. Enter Twitterific. Remember them? They were the first on the scene with the iPhone and now with the iPad. No columns here, but quick tabbed access to mentions, DMs, favorites, lists, and trends make this my download pick in the social network department. Now, the majority of critics say the iPad isn't a productivity tool. Well, I beg to sort of differ. Dragon Dictation's native iPad app makes dictating emails or creating text for other apps easy, fun, and productive. Evernote and OmniGraph will make for better research and brainstorming tools, but my pick for top productivity app goes to Things. So vital on my pad that it sits as a default on my dock. It's ideal for getting projects up and running, as well as keeping a tally of daily, scheduled, and someday to-dos. I'll have to rethink this one as soon as Omni Group releases OmniFocus for the iPad, but for now, Things is my pick for best keep me productive tool. Now, in the RSS feed reader department, we had a very close competition. I've been a NetNewsWire user for years, so I was stoked to find the iPad app available for the iPad. $10 for the Google Reader integration and sharing options? Sure, take my money. But then, there's NewsRack over here. Does everything NetNewsWire does with a better interface, more share options, and costing you half of what NetNewsWire is asking. It's pretty obvious who the pick here is. Don't forget to partner this app with Instapaper. The two apps are like the peanut butter and jelly of awesome article reading experiences. I've got 2 more picks for you in the gaming and book department, but let's pay for some of my apps first.
App Judgment is brought to you by Squarespace. Blogging is so easy when you use Squarespace, and now you can manage your entire Squarespace site on the go with the new Squarespace iPhone application. You can post and edit blog entries, upload pictures on the fly, manage content, save drafts, preview your updates, and even better, access your site's statistics. Snap photos on your phone and quickly post them to your blog, or easily draft blog posts directly from your Post tab. All of your current tags and categories will be there as well. So try Squarespace today with a free 14-day trial, no credit card or deposit needed. Should you decide to move forward with your new fancy blog, use the code AppJudgment to get 10% off your order. Do that and you will help us give you more app reviews.
Let's do some gaming. Minigore, Field Runners, and Flight Control have been long-time iPhone favorites, but I was hoping for a newer game experience, not just bigger. Godfinger, awesome but tedious. We Rule, awesome but demanding. Command & Conquer, awesome but so 1990s. If you're looking for that beyond awesome iPad experience, go for Aurora Faint 3. A superb combination of story, social gaming, strategy, control scheme, and graphics. The latest addition to its puzzler series has kept me captive since day one of iPad ownership. Download this game now. All right, closely related to the RSS readers but deserving its own category, we move on to Ebook Readers. You, of course, have Apple's very own iBooks, which for some odd reason didn't ship with the iPad. Twitter user Perfy smartly noted that this would allow for more frequent updates from Apple as opposed to waiting for the entire OS update. Rocking a gorgeous interface, integrated bookstore, and support for the open EPUB book format, you can't go wrong with this free download. But an ebook reader is only as good as the quality of books its store supplies. The point is, after all, to read a book that you enjoy. So my pick goes to, and are you ready for some irony? The Kindle Reader. It's got essentially the same interface, maybe not as Apple-y as iBooks, but for dog's sakes, it's backed up by the entire Amazon Kindle library. If you moved over to the iPad from a Kindle, the choice is obvious. If this is your first ebook rodeo, the choice should still be obvious. Download Kindle for the iPad. And I bet Amazon's Jeff Bezos was scared the iPad was going to be a Kindle killer.
Kindle killer?
It's, why is that? This is, wouldn't that, doesn't
All right, give me your best shot. What are your top 5 iPad apps? Send them over to AppJudgment@revision3.com, as well as any suggestions for any apps you'd like us to review. Also, check us out on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and at revision3.com/appjudgment. Thanks for watching.
Friendster. Does it have to be more maniacal?
Kindle killer? There's no such thing as that.